questions, and thank you for sharing.
Thank you. See you, people.
And see, now we're over to Daphne, and apologies for the switch in timing, but welcome, Daphne.
Hi, how are you?
Very good. So yeah, again, loved your talk. It was really interesting. It's really inspiring what you've achieved. 2 years work in one during a global pandemic. So that's really impressive. So for those who haven't seen the talk yet, it's about bringing human-centered design to a 115-year-old bank. So I guess just with that title, when you were given the role and you were just told, okay, this is your mission, is to bring human-centered design to this bank, what was your initial reaction before you had even started?
First, I was thinking that it was quite a really amazing challenge regarding the country, regarding the region, because, for example, before starting this digital transformation within Ecuador, we could find lots of services which were painful for clients. And this is something that you can find easily in Ecuador or in the region. So I thought this was really an amazing challenge. And another thing that I was really attracted with this was about the social impact we could have, because it's a really old bank. People trust this bank. This bank has been evolutionated regarding crisis within the country, international crisis as well. So I was really impressed to manage this challenge there.
Excellent. And as I said, you seem to be doing phenomenal work with it so far. One question I have is around, how does the structure work? So with a Center of Excellence, my experience has been that people will come and ask for, oh, I'm running a project, I need some work. Is that how it works, that people come with requests to you? Or do you kind of have people out in all different teams around the organization?
Regarding the structure, this is really something that we are currently experimenting, and this is our ongoing, because we have to adapt regarding the changes that we are living within the organization as well. So people, teams, areas can come with some needs and ask us for help. So within the center, we have like service portfolios. So you can ask, okay, for this quarter, I would need some designers for this product or thing like that. Unfortunately, we cannot assist or provide people from the Center of Excellence to all of them. So we manage like a prioritization framework to make sure that regarding the organization strategy, we can provide the people we will need to respond to the big strategy, and this allow us to provide like a pool of designers on those projects. So in general, those designers can rotate from one project to another, but they're going to stay like 3 months, 6 months or more regarding the needs. On another hand, we also provide, for example, we're just starting with this, like design clinics. It's like, okay, you can come with a problem you would like to solve, and we're going to help you like within a workshop of 3 hours, 4 hours to help you, for example, to do your research brief at the beginning of your project, to do a stakeholder map, to do a design thinking workshop, to do an ideation, a journey map, whatever you will need. We're going to help you, but really like a short-term help. We're also providing in a few months, because we are currently building it, designing it, the Academia of Experience. So the idea here is to get an academy, an internal academy within the bank, to make sure that we could share content, we could share knowledge, we could transfer knowledge to other teams. And the idea is not like to provide a certification of experience, which could be of customer experience or research or something like that. But the idea is really to make sure that you will have the key to start using this knowledge within your project, with your teams and things like that. So we are currently building and experimenting this way of providing services within the bank.
Excellent. That's really interesting. And is the intent of that teams can self-service, or is that your team will be able to get up to speed quicker when they're starting a new project?
Sorry, I didn't understand that one. Could you reformulate?
So is the intent that, so as you were saying, you can't help everybody.
Yeah.
So is the intent that those teams that you can't help will learn this and then they can just do it themselves? Or is the intent of the academy that your team, when they start a new project, that they can get up to speed very quickly on?
The idea is to make sure that we could scale, and obviously everybody is not going to be a UX designer or an expert within customer experience or thing like that. And one of our goal is to make sure that people could be able to be more autonomous, to manage human-centered design culture or mindset or framework with that kind of knowledge of playbook, of toolkit or thing like that. And to make sure that also they will apply it, not like, okay, I have another recipe I've learned in another way, in another space or certification, to make sure that we apply really the guidelines we have, the quality we want within the organization.
Great. And you touched on my last question there now. It was around the mindset. You came into the bank, people were used to working in a particular way. How did you change their mindset to see this as being useful and not just another thing that they have to do?
That's still a good question, because we are still doing it. No, I think the really good part we had at the beginning, and this had helped a lot, it's first that all the C-level was really on board regarding the transformation. It was part of the transformation, so that was a really good help there. And also because we've started like a kind of experimentation, like when you're doing investigation, you have some variables and you have some of them which are going to, like the one that you're not going to put anything there, just it's a control group or thing like that. So that was a bit like the bank, and we've done within the bank, but with many new people, which who didn't get, for example, the culture, the previous culture or thing like that, like new people within the bank with multidisciplinary know-how. We've bring them there, and we've started to build new services and new products with them. So this was a really good way to start easily, to get less friction regarding the way of doing things. And it allows us as well to start getting results and to show that, as was Patty saying before, with data, you're going to see that you have good results regarding sales, you have good results regarding, for example, to build product, you're not going to get so many debts, or you won't have to redesign things, and you regarding time of production, you're going to be really more efficient or thing like that. So those results were good indicators to demonstrate that it was useful.
Excellent. That brings us to time, but thank you very much, Daphne, for sharing your experience.
Thank you very much.
I always love learning about other transformations because they're always so difficult. But thank you for your time. And next up, we have Amanda Appel, or